welcome back.
You're watching the GetUp Show.
Today we're going to be having a very special video going into standardization and grading. So I'm sure you all saw the thumbnail and also the title. We're going to be using Amazon as the example that we'll be going into today, both on their work culture and also the company as a whole. So I've put together a few videos for you all so that we could use these videos as an example. And last but not least, let's get into this.
You're watching the GetUp Show.
From last time we left off, it was going into the fast food industry, about the merchandising that they use to send out their messages of, hey, we've got burgers, we've got fries, we've got Frosties. And one of the strategies they used were using celebrity names like DJ Khaled. So today we'll be going into Amazon and how they've used another aspect of what makes marketing work. This is the second lesson in the 5-part series about marketing and how you can better use it to better whatever you're doing, whether you're content creating, whether you're selling products, selling services. Marketing doesn't change, only the times change. And along with the times, the technologies that you have. Innovative design has empowered the modern person to style her kitchen, the modern housewife to style her kitchen with a coordinated stove, refrigerator, cupboards, and even floor covering that coordinate with each other. For example, industrial design often finds this expression in a skillful use of color, using bright, bold colors to attract your eyes. For example, like the thumbnail of this video. This design ingenuity extends to everyday articles like paper towels, tissues, soaps, and it allows her to choose items that match or complement her kitchen and bathroom decor. So these options are not just the result of producers anticipating the needs, wants, and preferences of the market of housewives, but it also considers her artistic taste, which is why usually some of these things come in multiple different colors and multiple different styles. It could be paper towels, for example. You've got different types of plied paper towels. You've got 2-ply, 3-ply, 4-ply paper towels to soak up more types of water. You've got different types of designs on the paper towels. You've got different types of images on the paper towels. You've got different types of packaging for the paper towels. You've got paper towels that come in bulk. You've got paper towels that are sold as single paper towels. All anticipating the needs and wants and preferences of whoever is looking to buy paper towels. And in many cases, through innovative product planning and development, producers of paper towels and other kitchen things that are focused on most people who are interested in their kitchens, which usually are housewives. Producers play a role in helping her define and cultivate these tastes. The outcome has become not only economic growth for this country and many others like it, but also a more aesthetically pleasing and gracious living environment for more and more households. So the main thing we'll be focusing on in this video, in this show today, is gonna be standards. The standards of your products, the standards of your services, and the standards of your branding. Standardization and grading. Keep those two words in mind for this show. Standardization is, as the word suggests, it involves establishing recognized standards for factors like quality, quantity, size, weight, and color. Standardization not only ensures or guarantees consistency of your brand, but also complements and helps a form of grading system. It creates a form of grading system. And what's a grading system? For example, low grade, high grade. You know the differences based off of the standard that paper towels as an industry presents to you. So 1-ply paper towel, that's a grading of paper towels. How much water it picks up as a paper towel, that's the standard. If you have one brand that picks up a whole lot of water, and if you have another brand that doesn't pick up any water at all, except for as soon as you dab it in the water, it's already done. That's the grading of high or low grade type of paper, how the paper feels when you feel it in your hand. Does it feel rough? Does it feel coarse? Does it feel soft? That all goes into the grading of how high or low the standard is. Standardization, it not only ensures consistency, but also complements and facilitates a form of grading system. Once the criteria is established, products can be appropriately classified. Okay, so let's go into a few videos that will better help you understand what standardization and grading is. First, let's start with some Amazon videos that were put up by Amazon to show you specifically for the fulfillment side of things, the hub deliveries for Amazon.
It's not just about delivering packages. It's about delivering for your neighbors, delivering for your community, extra income for your business. Amazon Hub Delivery is looking to partner with your business. Each day, we'll deliver packages to your business, and you and your staff will deliver these packages to customers in your community. You'll be paid for every package you deliver. No delivery experience required, no long-term contracts, and get weekly direct deposits. Learn more and sign up today at amazon.com/hubdelivery.
So as you can see, Amazon has a new standard of delivering their packages. Instead of Amazon themselves delivering packages to you and hiring a whole bunch of employees to deliver packages to you, they've partnered with third-party companies as partners to deliver packages wherever those companies are set up to fulfill to you. So these third-party companies, as a standard worldwide, they're all the same. They all operate the same way. They all operate with the same branded vehicles of Amazon. They all operate with the same factory systems where the packages are sorted and basically like loaded into like bags to be ready for the delivery drivers to pick up. And throughout the United States and throughout the world, this is how they are ran, as third-party package deliverers, third-party service providers. So this is a standard that Amazon has been implementing to have a high grade of delivery fulfillment. They've got branding of the vehicles so that although they can have hundreds of companies working with them, all of these hundreds of companies look the same. They all rock the Amazon van tags. Everyone's familiar with the Amazon logo. The only way you can have that standardization is if every company follows that same standard of rocking that Amazon logo, regardless of if they are Amazon or not. Standardization. And because of this, you have a grading system. If every company had different rental vans, white unmarked vans, black vans, brown vans, blue vans, you wouldn't know if they're Amazon or not. As a result, the grading of this delivery experience for the customer would actually go down. But because as soon as you see that van, Amazon, you already know it's a higher grade, it's a higher standard of delivering these packages, simply because you know the moment you see this van, it is Amazon. So let's look at another video made from Amazon. Well, I don't think this one's made from Amazon. No, it's not. It's not made from Amazon, but this is showing one of the mechanisms that Amazon has used to further add a grading system to delivering to people who aren't home. Using the Amazon lockers adds a standardization, adds a standard so that your packages are secure and will be here waiting for you when you are ready to pick them up. So as you can see, this console here, this blue console where you scan your phone, it's adding to the standardization. Each one of these lockers have this scanner. So wherever you go where there's an Amazon Hub locker, the standard of scanning in is there, further adding to the security of your packages.
All right, so now it's doing its thing, checking in with code.
Yeah.
That's not good. I'm gonna put package doesn't fit.
And as you can see, this user interface,
so there it goes. It gave me a better one.
as you can see, the user interface for the Amazon
door.
locker,
Package accepted.
as you can
Scan
see,
another
the
package.
user interface for the Amazon locker, it only lets you add one package at a time. So it makes
Nice big
sure,
empty one.
as a standard,
Looks pretty good.
you don't get each package confused.
Close it.
As soon as this specific package is scanned,
Number 3.
it opens a specific size for that package. So it actually adds the standard of making sure that each package can be delivered. So let's continue on the read here. So once the criteria is established, products can be appropriately classified. In food markets, for example, specific eggs can be graded as grade A, certain cuts of meat can be graded as prime, and so forth. This practice enhances transparency and allows customers to make informed decisions based on standardized and graded attributes. The regulations governing standardization and grading have been established not only through governmental actions, but also by consumer-oriented organizations. Their application has played a crucial role in adding confidence in participants across the entire marketing chain, as consumers can trust that they're receiving what they're paying for. So that's an important part. So in most industries, for example, like the engineering industries, you've got the OSHA standards. That's a government-wide standard for all companies to follow, right? But you also have company SOPs, standards of operating procedures. I think that's what it means from the last time I looked. Operating procedures, standard of operating procedures, SOPs. That's a company made standard. So you've got the industry-wide standard, but also which all companies must follow. But then you've got the company standard, which the company makes sure every part of their company follows. Which in Amazon, because they have a lot of partners, all these partners have to follow these standards. They have to, or else they're not gonna be working with Amazon. So the next video that I have here is going to be something that actually goes against that standard, which is the dress code for Amazon, which is the standard put in place to make sure you're working with an Amazon partner, so you have to look professional, right? So I just saw this video and I just thought that it would be good to go against the standard. As you can see,
hello Jennifer, I hope your Monday's going well. You have no markers on your house.
As you can
That is
see,
what number you are. And that is hard to find your house, my dude. And it's unsafe, honestly. What if you needed medical assistance and the paramedics didn't know your town well? Come on, man. Have a great day.
Alright, as you can see in that video, the woman who was bubbly, she had a great personality. It seems like she likes her job. She's enjoying her job. But the only thing that was wrong with this video was that she was not dressing very professionally. And although there are people who are okay with this, they wouldn't mind, there are some people who wouldn't be okay with this, thus bringing the grading of the customer experience down. And that's a standard, but that would be a standard that the partners of Amazon would have to enforce. Amazon gives the Amazon hat, the Amazon vest, the Amazon shirt, the Amazon pants. But if you as a company, as a third-party service provider, doesn't enforce these standards, the grading of your service provider company actually goes down compared to someone who follows the Amazon standards.
What's up, y'all?
He had 170 stops.
Amazon tractor. It's gonna be an easy day today.
So all of these dots on the screen that you see here are locations where he has to drive to deliver each package. And from one of the first videos we watched, Delivery Partners, which is the actual company, they get paid per package delivered. Usually for something like this, one stop can have one package, another stop can have several packages. So these are hundreds of stops. So that just puts it a little into perspective, how many packages each driver has to deliver. So that's the standard, because without these drivers, there would be no Amazon delivery. But that's the standard that you have to make sure all of your packages worldwide are delivered at a timely fashion every single day.
Got all houses. See how we do.
There we go. At my first stop. Got
And
12
it looks
bags.
like a lot, and it
And
can be
27
sometimes,
overflow.
but depending on how you
12, 30.
set up your route, you could you could make
Alright,
this look
It's 235.
relatively, I wouldn't say
Got
easy,
about
but
50
manageable,
stops left.
depending on
Man,
how
looking
many
like-
you have.
Like jump. What we gonna do? Alright, y'all, we are back. And as you can see, we are all done. 170 stops, 3 hours. A good day today.
Yeah, so usually it just depends on where you're delivering. It just depends on where you're delivering.
Public service announcement to anybody who order Amazon packages, aka the entire world. If you put in your notes, please deliver package to rear door, and your rear door happens to be in the back of the house, 99.9% of the time, the package will be delivered to the front door. Why, you ask? Amazon drivers fear for their safety. Meaning, at any point in time, there could be a dog back there and we wouldn't even know. And just to give y'all a little heads up, Amazon does not care about the delivery drivers. Meaning, if we get injured or get bit by a dog, they won't do nothing about it. We would have to take care of ourselves. Sadly, all they care about is making sure that those packages are delivered. So please don't get mad if your packages end up being on the front porch instead of your rear door, because that is the reason why. I love my job. I love what I do. I go above and beyond for customers, but I also love my life and I also care about my safety. So something to think about.
That's one of the things that a lot of drivers actually face. Not just the dogs, but how these drivers are treated. Because Amazon is working with these partners as basically like a third party, Amazon isn't directly hiring these drivers. So these partners are hiring employees, and these employees are essentially contracted out to deliver packages Amazon gives partners. So Amazon gives the packages, Amazon provides the vehicles, and Amazon provides the facilities to package and set up the routes. The partners, it's the partners' jobs to hire and fire and treat these employees. So that's actually the standard that Amazon uses for their business model. And it works. That way they can have a specific company exactly where they're going to be working in. So for example, I'm in New Jersey. So they would have a few locations where their hubs, Amazon hubs, which are essentially like loading up stations for these packages, where all partners are situated in that specific region of New Jersey. For example, in the north, you can have one in Newark, and that could have several companies, several partner companies. And these companies would hire employees to drive, and it's basically the standard of the business model. So that way, if there's any legal issues, it doesn't fall directly onto Amazon. It mostly involves the one out of hundreds of companies that an Amazon delivery driver is working with.
My name is Hunter. I'm an Amazon delivery driver here in Atlanta, Georgia, and today we're going to be breaking down an Amazon delivery driver's paycheck. So the first thing you might notice on this paycheck is Amazon's name isn't to be found anywhere on it. The reason for this is Amazon subcontracts all of their drivers. Even though we deliver all of their packages, we drive their vans, and we wear their vests, they keep us far enough away that they can claim any liability on the subcontracted employer, but close enough to control all of our routes, our pay, and everything else about our day-to-day. Taking another look at my paycheck, you can see that my hourly rate is $18.75 an hour. which is not a livable wage. Compared to what UPS drivers make, I make about 1/3 of what they will make by the end of their newly agreed upon union contract. I'm surrounded by coworkers that have kids, that have dependents, and are unable to meet their basic needs. Me personally, it's hard just to make rent month to month. For the backbreaking work that we do every day, this is not enough. Our routes can be incredibly heavy on and off during the holiday season, all year long. We've actively been organizing across these arbitrary lines that Amazon has put in place to make sure drivers and warehouse workers alike get what they have earned. If you're an Amazon worker yourself, hop on in and join us in this union process.
So that's one of the things that they've been trying to do. They've been trying to unionize these companies, which I don't think they'll ever really unionize. It's Amazon. Well, it's a third-party company. Only one of hundreds of Amazon partners. So it actually makes it a lot more difficult to unionize. If it was all of these delivery drivers under one company like Amazon, it would be much easier. But being that there are hundreds of different companies that are working through Amazon to deliver these packages, it does make it a little bit harder to unionize, because I guess you'd have to unionize with each individual company. So, you know, that actually adds to the feasibility of it not happening. I don't know if I use that word right, but that makes it a little less feasible. That's one of the things about the standards that Amazon employs, because they're using AI they're using numbers to know how well these packages are being delivered. For example, the delivery time, the notes read, if the notes are being followed that are made by the customers, how much time it takes to deliver one package from one stop to the next stop. And the thing with these Amazon systems, these standards of the Amazon systems, all partners use these systems to monitor where the delivery driver is at all times, to see how many packages they have left, and also to see the rate of packages delivered either per minute, per hour, or per day. And the thing with this is, if it sees that you're actually delivering these packages within time or quicker than usual, the system itself has a standard where it is going to add more packages onto that specific person's route next time to see if they are able to keep up. And as you can see from the last couple of videos, some people are actually overworked because of this system. The thing that got me fired from my last couple of Amazon delivery jobs is that I saw the average time that it takes for most Amazon delivery drivers to deliver their packages for the entire day. And it doesn't make sense, because each person is an individual, so each person is going to be different. But they want this standard to be upheld. So somebody can be delivering they can be done with their entire route by 6 o'clock, while most people on average finish by 8:30, 9:30, and 9:30 is the cutoff time for New Jersey. In New York, it can be different. the cutoff time for New York can be from whatever time you start up to 10 hours. So from whatever time you start to whatever time you finish, which can be 11 a.m., you would be driving until 11 p.m., which is the cutoff time. Then you'd have to return back to station. The thing is that most people are actually fired because they can't really keep up with the amount of packages they have. There's actually an agreement for Amazon where if they have 3 or 4 staging processes. So there's the training, which you're driving along with a seasoned veteran, a driving veteran. There's staging 1, where you're given like 50% of the load of the normal standard load. The second staging, where you're given up to, I think, 80%. The third staging, where you're given 90% of the regular standard load. And then there's the regular load, which most people get. So again, it depends on where you are. That's going to determine how many packages you're given. But the thing is, most people are going to be held to this standard of the highest average of packages delivered. So you can obviously see where this goes wrong, and that actually plays into why the turnover rate for these delivery drivers is so high. I read for Amazon itself, as Amazon the employer, their turnover rate is higher than 100%. It's somewhere to around 114%. So that means they're actually getting rid of more employees than they're hiring, which is why they hire every single day. Whenever I come to a new delivery partner, most of the people who, unless they've been there for 1 or maybe 2 years, which is usually rare for these companies, they're usually there for a few weeks to a couple of months on average, for the people that I've come across in these companies. And what does that tell you? That means more people are leaving quicker than they're being hired. But that all plays into the standard that Amazon uses to make sure that all packages, the hundreds of thousands of millions of packages per day, are delivered to your doorstep within 1 to 7 business days. So it's a standard that they have to make sure that you get your delivery as soon as possible and as affordable as possible. But that standard has its downfalls, as you can see by some of the people in those videos. Use this information how you will. That is going to be all for today's show. I've been your host for today, and I'm gonna give you one more time to like the video before we wrap this up. I'd like to thank you all for joining here today, and I look to see you all in the next video. I'll see you all next time. Bye.